Lesson 48, Analyzing Measures of Central Tendency. Measures of central tendency are the mean, which we all know as the average. To find the mean, we add all the numbers and divide by the number of numbers. Okay, so we add all, and then we divide that by the number of numbers. Okay, you should know that already. Median is the middle number when arranged from least to greatest. They have to be in numerical order for you to find the median. If they are not in numerical order, then it's unlikely that you're going to find the actual median. And the mode are the value or values that occur most frequently. Mode and most sound similar, so that's how we remember that. The mode is the one that occurs the most, or the 2, or the 3, or whatever it is. So, for example, it says, the following data show the mean age of the populations of 11 northeastern states in the U.S. in 2000, So, we have 39, 37, 38, 37, 37, 37, 36, 38, 37, 36, 36. And it wants us to find the mean, median, mode, and range. So, to find the mean, we are going to add all these, and my pen is not working once again today. So I'm going to be lazy about this. Please forgive me. Okay, if you have your own calculator, you are more than welcome to start working on the mean, median, mode on your own. Okay, so we're going to add all these up, and then we're going to divide them. I'm going to put it in parentheses for the sake of trying to be correct. And I'm going to divide them by 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, which I didn't need to count because it says in the word problem that there are 11 northeastern states. Okay, so whenever I add all of these, I have 39 plus 37, 38, 37, 37, 37, 36, 38, 37, 36, 36, which gets me 408. Okay, if we were doing this in class, and if you were doing this, I always recommend that you do a double add to make sure that you get the same number twice, so you don't make a mistake. And if we divide that by the 11, it gets us 37.09, which we're going to, it says rounded to the nearest whole, so we're just going to round that to 37. This was the mean. The median, we have to arrange the numbers in order from least to greatest. So, the smallest number is 36, which happens 3 times. So I have 36 3 times. Then I have 37. I want you, whenever you do this, to actually list them out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 38 is my next number, which occurs 1, 2 times, and 39, which occurs 1 time. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so that's good. And now I want to find the middle number because that will give me my median. So if I take one off the front and one off the back until I get to the middle, okay, I can do it that way, or I can know that the middle number is going to be the 6th number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which this one represented 37. Okay, so our median is 37. And the mode is the one that occurs the most. Well, we saw that 36 occurred 3 times, 37 occurred 5 times, 38 occurred twice, and 39 occurred once. So the one that occurs the most is 37 because it occurs 5 times. Okay, the range, you should also already know, is the difference between the greatest and the least values. So the biggest number, subtract the smallest number. So it says, the table lists the total points teams scored in the two divisions of the National Football League for the 1981 regular season. So we have NFC and AFC. And it said, did the NFC or AFC have the greater range of points over the 1981 regular season? So I want to know the range, pretend that was underlined, the range of each one. So the NFC, the smallest number, I want you to find on your own the smallest number and the largest number. So take the time to do that and find the range of the NFC and the AFC. Go ahead and pause and do so now. Okay, so the NFC, the largest number that I see is 426, and the smallest number is 207. So all I have to do is subtract those two things. And when I subtract them, it's going to give me my range, which I'm going to write over here. So 426 minus 207 gives me 219. Okay. For AFC, the largest number I see is 478. And the smallest number that I see is 256, I believe. So when I subtract those two numbers, I'm going to put my range over here. So I have 478 minus 259. I probably said 6, I think I did. And then I end up with the same range for both, it looks like. Okay, so it says which one had the greater range. Neither one of them had the greater range because they had the exact same range, unless I've made a mistake and don't have the right number on one of them. The following data show the high temperatures in degrees Fahrenheit for the first week of April in 2007 in Austin, Texas. So it says identify any outliers of the set. Well, an outlier is a number that doesn't belong, and in a few lessons down the road we will actually talk about exactly how to determine if it's an outlier, and for right now it's going to be something that's obvious to you, something that doesn't belong. So I have 84, 85, 84, 74, 73, 69, and 50. So of those, what number doesn't look like it belongs? I hope that you're thinking 50, because it is 19 lower than the next number that's closest to it, okay? So 50 would be our outlier. That's what we would say here. So we'll just draw an arrow to that. Describe how any outlier affects the measure of central tendency. So, if I were to find the mode with, the mean with 50, and I'm going to find it without 50 to see. Okay, so we know that we would add all these up and divide by the number of numbers. If we were going to do it with 50, we would include 50 in that sum. We would include it for the denominator of what we're going to divide by. So with 50, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that we're going to divide by. So when I add these 7 numbers, I have 84 plus 85 plus 84 plus 74 plus 73 plus 69 plus 50, which gives me 519 divided by 7, which is 74. Now, if we do it without 50, that's going to take that away, which is going to change our denominator to a 6, because there are only 6 numbers now. So, if I had that 519, I subtracted 50 from it, gives me 469, and I'm going to divide that by 6, which changes the denominator to 78. So you can see that by taking out 50, it makes a pretty significant difference in the mean. Okay, so the mode, would the mode change? If I take 50 out, my mode with 50 is 84, and my mode without 50 is still 84, so the mode doesn't change. The median, okay, these are in order until I get to this point, so I'm just going to say that I'm going to flip-flop those two. Okay, so if I we're finding the middle number of 7 numbers, I would know that it's the fourth one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it would be 74 if I were using 50. Okay, and if I take 50 out, it's going to have to be between these two numbers. Okay, because I would find that my middle would be 2 numbers. So I have to find the average of those two numbers, which would be 79, because I would take 84 plus 74 and divide it by 2. Okay, so if I take 50 out, it also increases, in this case it increases my median. My range, if I use 50, I have 85 minus 50. You should be writing these things down that I'm saying. My pen isn't working, and that's why I'm being lazy and not writing. Okay, so my range with 50 would be 35, and without 50, I would have to take my next smallest number, which would be 69, and my range would be 16. Okay, so the way that the outlier affects measures of central tendency would be that it makes the mean and the median go down, and it increases the range. On this one, it gives you test scores, and it wants you to find the mean, median, mode. I also want you to find the range of the scores, and I want you to do it on your own paper. That's all I have for you today. Have a good night.